Awesome, we move on to 5.1, the public forum. I'd like to welcome Renata Zarves, who's going to give us a public forum on the representing flowers for Palestine and the, what's the type of artwork again? Tapestry, thank you. Welcome, Renata. So you've already been told, but just so you're aware, you have 10 minutes. We recommend normally 5 minutes of talking, 5 minutes of questions, but you can talk for 10 minutes if you want to. That's totally fine. Just leaves less room for questions. Hit the right-hand side. Thank you. You ask the ladies and gentlemen. Consent
yes,
granted.
Of course. Right. Thank you very much for inviting Flowers for Palestine, Putiputi, Parihitini to the council chambers and giving us the opportunity to talk to you about this community peace project. My name is Renata Zarves and I am the founder of this project. With the support of the Whanganui Palestine Solidarity Group and 2 local textile artists, funded by the Creative Communities scheme and private donations, the program began in October last year. Flowers for Palestine was born from a need identified in our community. In May 2024, a petition signed by over 2,200 individuals and 43 local businesses asked this very council to call for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza. Standing on the street collecting signatures, I realized there was great pain in our community. They say there are no winners in wars. There are the victims of the aggression, of course, but eventually the aggressors, as well as us, the witnesses, will suffer. We are witnessing an incredibly harsh attack on innocent civilians in Gaza and the West Bank of Palestine, and it causes emotional injuries, a trauma that leaves a mark on our soul. I believe it is important to acknowledge that what is happening in the world is creating great hurt in people. Conflict is a human condition. Thousands of years of history tells us that. This is not the first genocide, but it is the greatest moral issue of our time, because it can only be carried out with the support of world-leading governments. Witnessing the brutality of not Israeli, not Jewish, but Zionist assault on the Palestinian people, and the lack of action from world-leading governments creates enormous pain and distress in people, a real emotional and moral injury. Healing can only begin when a problem is identified. This level of despair can only be addressed by communal action. Flowers for Palestine offered a place to our community where we could come together, break the isolation, talk about our pain and grief, and express our solidarity with the Palestinian people. Through the slow meditative practice of embroidery, participants felt connection and found strength and meaning. The program ran for 7 months with weekly meetings and 4 additional public events. Over 70 people took active part in embroidering flowers to remember and honor those who lost their lives and those who are going through unimaginable suffering right now. In addition to our local efforts, we received embroidered pieces from as far as Waiheke Island up north and Christchurch down south. Some contributed quotes and words we stitched on the fabrics on their behalf. The first exhibition of the panels was visited by over 450 people, many of whom were deeply moved. This is art activism. Art has always been and still is a way of making a lasting statement, creating a lasting record of historic events. The flower panels are artifacts. They will tell future generations where Whanganui stood when the genocide of the Palestinian people took place. They will say that when human rights were grossly violated, we stood up against it. When so many stayed silent, we raised our voices. Now that they are completed, the flower panels will travel around the country to raise awareness of the plight of the Palestinian people and to inspire other communities to take similar action. We would like to take this opportunity to ask this committee, whose foundational role is to advance well-being in the district communities, to please, when talking to government representatives, encourage them to take more decisive action locally as well as on the global stage. We also would like to ask, could you please revisit our district procurement policy and make sure we comply with UN Resolution 2334 and don't contract companies operating in illegal Israeli settlements on occupied Palestinian land. The flowers for Palestine petals are a manifestation of pain and grief, but they are also a manifestation of love and hope, the very things that makes us human. This project hoped to create a place of unity and peace, the very thing we wish the world to be. Thank you very much for your attention.
That was very nice, and thank you for that. And it's beautiful artwork. And for those, where can people? I was just jumping into the question. Sorry, but I'm the chair. It's fine. You'll say you're going to be moving this around the country. People in Whanganui, where can they see it first?
We held a 4-day exhibition starting on the 5th of May, marking and commemorating the Nakba, the 1948 expulsion, thank you. Excuse my English, sometimes words
That's
do
fine.
escape me. Expulsion of the Palestinian people. As I mentioned, over 450 people have visited that particular exhibition. Now there is a small group who starts to build connections around the country in different towns, and we will also organize another exhibition in town later in the year.
Awesome.
So there will be other opportunities to see the fabrics.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Question
you.
from Councillor Josh Chalamakay.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Renata, for what again was such a powerful presentation, and comes back to my question where the other day I was privileged to attend the opening exhibition of this panel, and Dr. Nafez spoke at it very powerfully. So my question is around understanding some of the local people who are directly affected by what's going on in Palestine at the moment, and I accept that we all are to some extent, but some more so than others. Can you talk about the impact that this project has had on some of the Palestinians who we have living in Whanganui?
There are millions of people actively taking part in protest against the Zionist action against the Palestinian people, and even in our small town, for over 19 months, many people take action in drawing attention to the plight of the Palestinian people and to this conflict. What is achieved by it is the message that Palestinian people can see, that the world sees them. We see them and we stand with them and we raise our voices for them. And what it gives them cannot be underestimated. Every single drop of strength they need, and seeing the world standing up for them gives them strength. And Dr. Nafiz has talked about this very effect, that standing on the street, as we know in Whanganui, the dedication of so many people standing every single week on the Saturday for more than 18 months now, in the rain, in the sun, this gives strength and courage to the Palestinian people.
Thank you.
Just do one more question, we're just in time. Councillor Junkin?
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I repeat Josh's words, and it was a real privilege to be at the opening of the exhibition of this beautiful piece of work. Renata, could you tell me, what do the flowers mean?
What we hope to achieve is to showcase how all the brutality we see, all the unimaginable carnage we see, it will not take us down. The pain and the horror, we turned it into beauty. We feel that where despair is so strong in us, we would turn that into beauty, into an expression of our humanity. And with this piece, anyone who experienced loss would know that the memory of the lost one will last as long as we keep it alive. And these flowers are expressions of those people who have died. They represent the lost ones. They represent our wishes for their suffering to end. And that is what these panels represent, that pain can be turned into beauty, and pain can be used to find strength that we need to keep standing and keep speaking about Palestine.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your time is up. I have taken an action for you to resolve that question you raised regarding our policy on companies. There was an email about it. I can't quite find it, but I'll find it and send the information to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
I
Renata.
can't, sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you very much, Renata. Really appreciate that you've brought this to us. I'd like to acknowledge the leadership that you've shown in this community. Be the change you want to see in the world is the leadership that you've shown. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Cade. I can't allow it, but if it happens, I can't. I'm not going to scold. Awesome. We move on to... Oh, no, we move on to 6.1. Apologies. Confirmation of minutes. On the 10th of April, 2025. I'll move the